Adventure time! Come on and grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands, and welcome to episode 23 of the Tyrannosaurus Anton blog. As always, I'm Tyrannosaurus Anton. Today I'm sporting this awesome Adventure Time t-shirt. Picked this up a couple of weeks ago when I was in Toronto. I believe this one was actually designed by Adam Muto. If you don't know who Adam Muto is, he's one of the storyboard designers for Adventure Time, and he's awesome. Also draws a delightful comic called Tall Penguin. Definitely check it out. There'll be a link in the About section of this video, of course. So, starting off here, I need to talk about last week's episode of Adventure Time. So, spoilers, by the way. I'm definitely going to be spoiling main elements of the story for you here. So, if you haven't seen the episode yet, skip past this part until you've seen the episode and then watch this blog over again. But yeah, it was hilarious. It was awesome. I loved it. Neil Patrick Harris as Prince Gumball, of course, was great. Fionna and Cake, a lot of fun. Really like how Cake encourages Fionna to go after Prince Gumball. But by far the best part of the episode was the end, when you find out that the whole thing was just fan fiction that the Ice King wrote. My roommates and I were watching the episode, and we all just lost it at the end of the episode. We were laughing too hard, but it was fantastic. Looking forward to next week's episode. It should be great. This week I want to talk about some comics, something I haven't really talked about a lot lately. I've been kind of out of the loop as far as comics go, but recently I've picked up some new stuff. So first off, I want to talk about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This one has Kevin Eastman back on board, so it's taking, you know, kind of the classic Ninja Turtles formula, adding kind of a new spin on it, but it's fantastic. It's in color this time. I was expecting to be black and white, kind of like the classic comics, but I'm glad that it's in color. That's good too. If you've never read the original Ninja Turtles comics, I definitely recommend picking up this new series. It's awesome. It stays true to sort of the original formula. The art is great. In case you didn't know, the original Ninja Turtles comics were much darker and much grittier than, you know, the old cartoon shows, and even some of the later movies. So, that might be a little bit unexpected for you, but I definitely recommend it. It's really good. I was a big fan of the Ninja Turtles growing up. I loved the comics, so I'm really excited about this new series, of course. Also, big news in comics is the new DC launch, the reboot, the new 52. Some of the new comics are out now. The latest one I picked up was Detective Comics, Batman and Detective Comics, and already this is very dark, very gritty, but it's awesome. So in this, Batman's going after the Joker. Joker's a little bit different in this. He's a serial murderer, and really, really gory in some parts, especially the end. Don't want to spoil it for you. I'll spoil it for you anyway. Dollmaker cuts off the Joker's face. That's how the issue ends. It's flippin' fantastic. But like I said, gory. It's really cool though. Definitely worth picking up. Definitely check that out. I'm a big fan of Batman, of course, as you all know. So that's new. There's also a new back roll out. I haven't picked it up yet. Comic Shop was sold out, but I'll be picking it up later. Probably talking about that in a bit. Going back to what I've been doing the past few weeks, I'm going through my collection. We're at H this week, going alphabetically, so I need to talk about Emily Haines. Not E-H, Haines, right? So we're on H. Last week was Go Team, G-H. Emily Haines, this is the first album, solo album, well, Emily Haines and Sauce Skeleton, called Knives Don't Have Your Back, and it is awesome. Fantastic. Emily Haines' voice is great. Definitely check this album out. Our Hell, the first track on the album, by far the best. Well, maybe not the best, but it's my favorite track. So check that out. It's really, really good. I wanted to mention this last week, but I kind of forgot when I updated the blog. But my friend Tim always recommends good stuff to me. Has recommended Usagi Drop. That's the Japanese title. In English, I believe it's translated to Bunny Drop here. And I've been watching the anime. I'm at episode 9 right now, and it is the best thing I think I've ever watched. Everyone I've shown it to so far has absolutely fallen in love with this series, and I can see why. It's about this guy in his 30s. He's going to meet up with his family for his grandfather's funeral. His grandfather passed away, you know, he's older. When he gets there, he finds out that his grandfather actually had an illegitimate child with a much younger woman. So there's this 6-year-old girl that's left there after, you know, like, his grandfather's died that no one wants to take care of. So he takes it upon himself to raise this girl. And it's just really sweet, it's really, really touching, and also really funny. If you like Yotsuba, and series kind of along that line, then definitely check out Usagi Drop, it's great. Since I started watching the anime, I knew the manga had been released here for a while, so I picked it up. This is the first volume, and it's pretty good. It follows the anime pretty closely. I'm going to say, though, if you're a fan of it, definitely stick to the anime. The manga is good, but this is my issue with it, is that it's released by Yen Press, and I like Yen because they're releasing a lot of new stuff, and stuff that normally wouldn't get a chance in North America, but I'm not a fan of their translations. Reason why is that they kind of, I guess, make it more friendly for North American readers, so they add in kind of a lot of slang, or they use terms that North Americans would use, rather than sticking to some of the terms that the Japanese would use. You know, Japan is a very formal society, so when you have a lot of informalities in the speech, to me it just doesn't kind of doesn't fit. I don't know, it just doesn't seem right when I read it. So I don't like it. That's just a personal thing though. I'm sure other people will love it. I do like the manga series. I'm going to keep going with it, but I'm going to also keep watching the anime. Definitely check it out. It is absolutely fantastic. That's all I have for this week. I'll see you next week with another update. It might be a little bit later next week since I had a crazy busy work schedule, but I'll be talking about all kinds of new and good stuff. So, till then.